remember when I was younger watching wrestling and always looking forward to the pay-per-views coming out. You know, ever since the 80s with the WrestleManias, and then next thing you know, it went to Survivor Series, and then the Royal Rumble. Well, the Royal Rumble wasn't even a pay-per-view at first because it was live on USA Network, and then there was SummerSlam, and then next thing you know, there was the Big Four, and every fucking pay-per-view you will look forward to because the matches would either tell a story or a rivalry will be settled, or you knew that some form or some way you were actually going to see something in a match that was going to make you remember certain matches. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of times that you will watch a pay-per-view and you'll be like, why did that match even take place? Or why was that match even on the fucking card? There were a lot of matches like that back then. But now, it seems that every fucking pay-per-view is just missing some steps. You see, the rivalries that are going on either are rivalries that should have been settled by now, or now they're trying to shove things to us that they try to make us be like, oh, that's some good shit right there, but it's not. Okay? This pay-per-view in particular is basically an extended episode of SmackDown with some weapons and tables added and shit. This is just like walking through a valley of dicks and being scared of come rain. I hate this shit, man. And the thing about it is, the only thing that makes this pay-per-view even interesting are the weapons or the stipulations involved with the fucking matches. Without further ado, though, these are my predictions for WWE TLC 2016. It's not much of a fucking... There's nothing exciting about this, but these are my predictions anyway. The funniest thing about this match is that it's one of the most interesting matches in the card. You have the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Rhino and Heath Slater, who they just threw together and basically just shot all over the tag team division on SmackDown, versus another team that they just threw together as a family that also just takes a shit on all the tag teams on SmackDown. It's funny because it's like, alright, look. A couple of things can happen in this match. Either, number one, it will be the end of Heath Slater and Rhino as they lose. If they lose the belts, it's basically the end of them. Okay? We all know that Rhino is running for office, and Heath Slater is kind of over, but can he stay over singles competition and singles action? Can they bump him up to the mid-card? Don't know. Can we take him seriously as a mid-carder? Don't know. But the other thing that can happen here is the betrayal that everybody is waiting for. Or the backstabbing that everybody is waiting for. Either Randy is going to give Bray Wyatt an RKO, or he's going to give Luke Harper an RKO, or Sister Abigail can be done to Randy Orton because you just can't trust him, he didn't fit in the family, and so on and so forth. But for the match, I'm going to have to pick Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton here, because having them as champions will give something that American Alpha can shoot for later. You know, the Hype Bros can shoot for them. And it's like, I really don't understand why it's not the Usos in this situation as far as getting the belts. I mean, I don't even like the Usos, but still, they're heels now. It would make more sense that a heel team, a tag team, will take the belts, not just two motherfuckers that they just threw together because they had nothing else for them. It would be interesting if Bray Wyatt actually fucking wins, because that will be his first title in WWE. Randy Orton has never been tag team champion, as far as I know, so that would be a fucking interesting thing. I just don't know, though. Yeah, I'm picking Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton to win this thing. I just don't see Heath and Rhino going on for much longer because they haven't really been doing much anyway. And Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton with the trust thing, with the family thing, that could keep going for a little while as tag team champions. okay, look, a chairs match. It's the only way that Kalisto either stands a shot here by mistake or by pure default. But if Baron Corbin gets any chair or a chair and starts whacking on Kalisto, that's it. That's it. That's game over. There's no high flying that can save Kalisto at that point. But it's crazy that this match was even taking place. Kalisto should be with the cruiserweights. Baron Corbin should be a mid-carder getting a mid-carder championship. That should have happened by now. They have so many mid-carders that they could have had in the mid-card section for Intercontinental Championship or United States Championship status on Raw. Yet, they have two of the most loathed in WWE as far as being the most talentless as their mid-card champions. Anyway, Kalisto has a chance of winning this, especially with a Saliso del Sol on top of a fucking chair. That could be very well the moment of the night, and that could be very well the decisive move of the match. A chair shot or chair shots, and then putting the chair down, Saliso del Sol on a chair, 1, 2, 3. Or end of days on the chair. If end of days happens on chair, it's over. I'm going to pick Kalisto here, but at the same time, I can see Baron Corbin going over and sending Kalisto to 205 Live, because that's where Kalisto needs to be in the fucking first place. I'm picking Kalisto, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if Baron Corbin takes this, and if he does take it, then that would mean something down the fucking road. Maybe. But WWE can fuck it up, as they always do. I hate this fucking match. The main reason why I hate this fucking match is because of the participants. Not Dolph Ziggler. I'm talking about Maurice, the Spirit Squad, and the Jizz himself. Look, it would be different if this would be a ladder match that is going to be an instant classic. Or even set a stage for even to be in an argument as to saying this is one of the best ladder matches ever. When you have a discussion like that, you think of Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. You think of Triple H and The Rock. You think of triangle ladder matches or TLC matches. Even Jeff Hardy and Undertaker was very good. You think of shit like that. But with The Miz in it, he's not going to do everything alone. He's going to have help. He's going to have his wife. He's going to have the Spirit Squad. And that is supposed to add extra emotion through the match. But at the same time, it degrades the title. It degrades the match. It degrades everything here. And that's what pisses me off. Again, dick licking plus animals equals The Miz. This match, besides the ladder, it's going to be the worst thing of the night. Because, again, you have someone that is so talentless that he flosses teeth with dick hairs. He's on his knees in order to fucking get titles and title shots. He hasn't done anything worth mentioning as far as having any fucking talent in any fucking match. Period. No classic matches from this motherfucker one-on-one. Dolph, he's an overseller. He's going to oversell everything that fucking happens to him, ladder or no fucking ladder. He even oversold a ladder being pushed onto him by Maurice on fucking SmackDown Live. So that's coming. All of that shit is coming. And the thing about it is, the match shouldn't even fucking taking place in the first place. Not this match. It should have been a rematch between Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn. Fucking ladder match. That would have been fucking epic. And Sami Zayn deserves a mid-card fucking run. A mid-card championship. But anyway, I'm picking Dolph Ziggler here to overcome the odds. This is going to be the last time they cross. And the thing about it is, they need a face champion to actually have the rest of the heels going after him. Because there are no other faces on SmackDown Live that's in the mid-card that we can fucking take seriously, or that will actually make fucking sense. 100%. So I'm picking Dolph Ziggler to vanquish The Miz and climb up and grab the Intercontinental Championship. But it would not surprise me if Maurice climbs the ladder and grabs it, or the Spirit fucking fuckers climbs up or helps Miz up to fucking grab it. It wouldn't fucking surprise me if that shit happens. I'm picking Ziggler, but that pussy has a chance of winning just because of who's with him. I can't stand this motherfucker. He shouldn't be in the match. No, he just... No. Fuck this guy. I'm picking Dolph Ziggler. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if all the other motherfuckers that I mentioned before would either go get the belt for him or help him fucking win. Because he needs it. No one cares about this match. And that's the funniest part about it. We have a mid-carder named The Miz, The Jizz, that's on this fucking card that people actually give a fuck about more than Nikki Bella. Shout out to Blazer Melfunski. And Carmella. Carmella Bella, Nikki Bella, anyway. In a no disqualification match. I don't fucking care. Because there's nothing that either of these women can show me that will have me entertained in the match 100%. I don't see that happening. I just don't see... I don't see myself being entertained by this match by one bit. I just don't. Yes, Carmella has it in for Nikki, for months now. And now this is going to settle it in a no DQ match. And it's just... I don't know. Do I have to fucking pick a winner here? Because the losers are the fans here. This is a concession stand match, and if you're going to be out watching it live, or if you're watching it live on WWE Network, oh yeah, this is a sandwich making match, or this is a beer run match, or something like that, or having a conversation with your boys, or with your people, with your wife, if you're sitting there with your wife, or your girlfriend, or anything like that. This is the match to fucking change whatever, or surf the web on your phone, or iPad, or tablet, or whatever. This match is the suckiest part of the fucking night. And that is even with The Miz on the fucking card. So what does that say about these women here? I'm not even going to pick a winner on this. I don't, because there's no fucking winner. Only the losers are the fucking fans. It's just as simple as that. This match just fucking sucks. And yeah, it just sucks. Okay, look. The women's championship match. A tables match. It's funny how Becky got mistakenly put through a table. Mistakenly got put through a table because she was about to put Alexa through the table. She was about to hit the exploder off the middle rope, and Alexa just pushed her into a table, and next thing you know, Becky is at a disadvantage again. I thought finally that Becky was going to get the upper hand during the contract signing, but that didn't fucking happen. And that just... I don't know. That might have sealed Becky's deal. It might have sealed it. It may have sealed the deal for Becky. So I'm going to pick Alexa for this. Because they kept the belt off of her throughout the Survivor Series and even through Scotland. And it's like, okay, again... Don't have them both go through the fucking table at the same time and not solve this. But I don't see Alexa going through a table. I could be wrong, and actually, I hope to be wrong. But this is WWE here, and they know how to mess things up where it really fucking counts. I'm picking Alexa Bliss here to be the fucking SmackDown Women's Champion because Becky has had it ever since the whole thing about, yeah, she won it, and I wanted her to win it, but she's not doing anything worthy with it. She's just not. I'm sorry. They booked her all wrong. They booked her all messed up. They have everything just incoherent. So I'm picking Alexa Bliss so they can go a different direction. And again, if Alexa wins, yeah, Becky will get a rematch or something. But I just don't see Becky coming out on top. I'm sorry. It's a damn shame that I'm even saying that. Now this match can be and better be the match of the night. It better be because of who's in it. You have AJ Styles and you have Dean Ambrose. You have a tables, ladders, and chairs match. So you're going to have both of them flying around. You're going to have both of them doing shit. You're going to have both of them showcasing chairs and ladders and all of that. Okay? I want this to be the match of the night. But it has to be fucking brutal. There's not going to be any James Ellsworth there, as far as we know. And even if James Ellsworth does show up, it's like, okay, what is he going to do? Stop AJ Styles from getting the belt for about a couple of minutes? I mean, damn. So, are they going to give it back to Dean Ambrose? Possibly. Is AJ Styles going to keep it until perhaps WrestleMania? Possibly. The thing about it is, who's going to challenge either one of these two after this is said and done? I mean, I don't see anybody else that's up and coming, you know, to challenge either one of these two. Besides John fucking Cena. And James Ellsworth doesn't count even though he has a fucking title match coming up. That doesn't... No. Kane? No. Harper? No. I'm just going through the roster here. Apollo Crews, no. Baron Corbin, they won't even fucking give him a mid-card title. I'm just like, no, man. So, yeah. Even if Dean Ambrose does get it, you know, AJ Styles is waiting for his rematch and all. So I will go with Dean Ambrose here. AJ Styles had it, and he has it. He may very well fucking keep it, or they may swerve us. They may have Ellsworth come down and cost Dean Ambrose the championship. They may have that. And Ambrose just gets left in the wing. It just gets left, and you may have Ellsworth join AJ Styles. You may have that, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is just... yeah. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that AJ Styles retains. Damn, at this point, does it even fucking matter? I mean, again, there's no one else to challenge the fucking champion after the match is done. I don't know. This is just... yeah, I don't know. I don't like the way WWE is going with everything right now. You have Raw, the mid-card champion, doesn't even fucking defend it, and he's challenging for the Universal Championship. The New Day is about to break Demolition's record, but we don't even know who they're going to cough it up to when they do cough up the Tag Team Championships. You have the Women's Championship over there being hot potato back and forth between Sasha and Charlotte. You have these Tag Team Champions on SmackDown that two people are just thrusted together going against two people that are just thrusted together. You have the Intercontinental Champion on SmackDown that's basically on his knees all the time and needs fucking help and can't fucking wrestle worth a fucking lick. You have the WWE World Champion who is treated like a fucking joke for the most part, and that pisses me off because AJ Styles is one of the best that's ever been in the fucking industry. I mean, come on. The man has done a lot of shit, a lot of great things, but yet They give him the title and they treat him like crap. And then you have the SmackDown Women's Champion who can't even get the fucking upper hand against anybody on the fucking show. It's just, I don't know. And then you got the whole Cruiserweight division now has got its own show on WWE Network. So what was the point of Kalisto versus Brian Kendrick in control of the Cruiserweights? I don't get it. You know what? Look, does anyone agree or disagree with my picks? Or is this a shit show, just like I was saying? Because I just think that it's a shit show. The only way that this pay-per-view is really, really going to impress me is that if every match that has a stipulation on it gets fucking brutal. Or they're going to have to swerve us. There were a couple of swerves at Survivor Series, and there was a lot of shit that I got wrong there. But Survivor Series, I gotta admit, certain outcomes made me enjoy the show. I just didn't like the fucking main event because that was garbage. But, yeah, they have to get brutal. There has to be some swerves. There has to be something here for the show to actually be fucking good. So I hope on my, results, thoughts, and opinions about fucking TLC that I'll be like, hey, this was a good fucking show, but I doubt it. I just seriously doubt it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Click like, click subscribe, follow me on Twitter at The Theme Credits. And I just hope that WWE does something to turn all of this around on all their shows. Well, except NXT. NXT is kicking ass. Leave NXT alone. Let them do what they're doing because NXT is the best show on the WWE roster. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over top rope. Both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is The Theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.